So I want to make sure I understand you correctly. So you're saying that even though the biggest reported problems, both in the media and at least with my office, have been with this industry, that you would not support a bill to bring
that
this
in your office, right? But in my office, it's the landlines. And so, if I have to say like what my constituents are talking to me about, it's the landline and telephone companies.
So you want a broader bill?
Yeah.
You don't think this bill goes far enough?
No.
But you would not support half of the solution?
Well, I think since if we're going to do this, then let's target the whole family of things there together. And their family, we could bundle them together.
Right, but if something is bundled together, then it is covered by this bill. What we're talking about is not expanding this to, or we're talking about expanding this to plain vanilla telephones and things like that. And I'm not sure that there are too many people signing up for plain copper line online, but that's something that
this bill doesn't say you have to have signed up online. It says that if you have that service, to anyone, then we can all cancel online.
Correct.
Right. So, I mean, I just feel that I do feel like in this iteration, which would be the first step, telephones should be included in there.
If you want my bill to be broader, I mean, that's rather extraordinary, but I'm more than happy to do that. I mean,
you will at the men. Okay.
Yeah, more than happy to do that. I mean,
please don't.
Well, I mean, it is a rather extraordinary ask. I mean, I'm trying to solve a discrete problem.
Through the chair.
Yeah.
Member?
So maybe it speaks to, we need a little more time to discuss this in committee before it moves forward. Is that a motion? There's already a motion on the table.
There's a motion and a second.
It's an opinion.
Yeah, there's a motion and a second on the table. Any other members wishing to? So I'm going to recognize me. First of all, Ms. Gatto, I understand and appreciate the effort here, and also appreciate the opportunity to wield the chair as you present. I've got a problem that has been expressed by other members. And I'm not going to necessarily have to belabor that. Just to talk very briefly about the importance, I think, to the consumer, to the customer, of being able to talk to a real live person and have a discussion about the breadth, depth, complexities of their relationship with the company. Our experience in Fresno with Comcast has been very, very different from what has been expressed with respect to some of the horror stories. And every company can do better. We all know that. But Sharon and I go through this fairly regularly. We'll have a conversation about, do we really watch HBO that much? And I will say that, and Sharon does that work, and she calls and talks to the company. And we're not subjected to a 2-hour sales pitch. We actually are engaged in a conversation about what is it that you dislike about it, what can we do to improve it, and so that's been our relationship given the present system. And so I'm going to have to join a few others that are uncomfortable with it right now, but did want to at least express in a positive way some experiences that people do have with respect to the real life communication with people, and so they literally solve our problem. They're helping us to solve. We feel it that way. The final thing is, I think I would be very, very discomforted if somebody in Congress decided that they were going to pass a bill that gave the FCC the opportunity to get in the middle between myself and my contract relationships, and with some kind of a online notification that they're going to cancel my contracts. More than anything else, I want the opportunity to hear the complaint. And I think the systems would like to have the opportunity to hear the complaint and deal with it. But I do appreciate the conversation here, and I appreciate the willingness of all to try and work through this and get to a place where it can move without opposition and with support. I would hope we could get there, and I appreciate the presentation, sir. Thank you. Mr. Dowley, one more
The
time.
amendments that are on the table, the only amendments that you're prepared to take today.
So I'm not too familiar with the deadlines. I'm looking at the committee staff, but we have taken the amendment to broaden it to, we think, anybody who provides video and anybody who provides television. So I'm not clear what other amendments we're talking about.
Like,
but I've
what time? When is the last point of contact? That's the one key thing that's really hanging me up here, Mike. I want to understand, or something, Chairman.
It's okay, Brian. No, we have purposefully not articulated what that is because we don't want to be prescriptive on that. We want to provide the companies the ability to call the customer if they wish, to send them flowers if they wish, to send them a piece of mail if they wish, to when the customer walks into the office to return their box, to say, hey, I see you're returning a box. Is there anything we could do better? We just want to make this as convenient as possible for the consumers. And that's what the bill does in its current form. I ask you to consider that. We're more than happy to consider other things that I believe Ms. Burke and Mr. Santiago have talked about, and you have, about the last point of contact and what that looks like. But we want to preserve that ability for the companies to have the ability to talk to that consumer. And that's why we did not prohibit that, and that's why we did not go into that relationship. They're very creative, and I have faith in them that they will be able to retain customers through other means other than keeping them on hold for 2 hours.
Thank you. Seeing no further, I just wanted to. This is motioned and seconded to go to the floor with the amendment with respect to the satellite providers. Just a thought. I mean, as this is going to end up on the floor, in the meantime, Mr. Chairman, would you be willing to work with the opposition with respect to when it gets to the floor to perhaps have amendments
yes,
as we?
I'm not going to take up a bill on the floor unless I feel that it is complete sound policy and that we've addressed every concern that the members have. I also, we announced this bill in December. We've been working with them since then. We've heard comments about what we could do to assuage some of their concerns, and we've tried to incorporate them. We've already made this a level playing field, and I do intend to continue working with them.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, we have a motion and a second, and if the Secretary will call the roll, please.
The motion is due pass as amended in the committee analysis to the floor. Gatto?
Aye.
Gatto, aye. Patterson?
No.
Patterson, no. Burke? Burke, aye. Chavez? No. Chavez, no. Dally? Aye. Dally, aye. Eggman? No. Eggman, no. Cristina Garcia? Eduardo Garcia? Hadley?
Not voting.
Hadley, not voting. Hernandez? Obernolte? Aye. Obernolte, aye. Quirk?
Aye.
Quirk, aye. Santiago? Aye. Santiago, aye. Ting? Williams? Aye. Williams, aye.
So we'll hold the roll open for a little bit. Thank you very much. This is one day where I'll actually stay here.
Can we add?
Yeah. Yeah. 2763. I didn't know what else. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give Mr. Chavez right now. Mr. Chavez adding to AB 2763?
Yes.
Aye. Chavez, aye. Cristina Garcia on AB 2763?
Aye.
Cristina Garcia, aye. On AGR 28?
Aye.
Cristina Garcia, aye. Assemblymember Burke on AGR 28?
Aye.
Okay.
or Assemblymember Burke, aye.
Yeah, that's the only one I missed, right? Thank you. Aye.
AGR 28, Assemblymember Santiago, aye.
Here, Brent, I gotta sit here and read.
Can you show me the vote? Is he expanded? I would ask him.
AGR 28, Hadley, aye.
I'm going to change my vote on 2867.
All right. Okay, we're going to lift the call on 2867.
Cristina Garcia, Eduardo Garcia, Hadley,
Aye.
Hadley, aye. Hernandez, Ting, Ting, aye.
That bill is out.
So then AGR 28 got overruled is the daylight savings time, and then 2763. Assemblymember Ting, AGR 28, aye. Assemblymember Ting, AB 2763, aye.
Oh, because I need to read, so if I go out there, this is a fun safe place I can still read for 5 minutes. Oh, yeah, why not? Yeah, he's on his way. So. I'll stay here. Is he on his way? Cool. The chief is like grabbing a phone in our area. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out right now. I just asked. He just told me. Okay. Mike.
Yeah.
Snap just said.
Okay, we will let members add on at the dais if they wish. So do you guys want to approach the dais? That might be easier. Thank you.
Okay, so.
Yes.
AGR 28, Eduardo Garcia.
This is Obernold.
Oh, aye.
Eduardo Garcia, I. Hernandez. AJR 28. Hernandez, I. AB 2763, Eduardo Garcia.
Aye.
Eduardo Garcia, I. Hernandez.
This is the 2763.
Personal vehicles. TNCs.
Oh, almost off for that one. Okay.
Hernandez not voting. AB 2867, Eduardo Garcia.
I'm staying off.
Eduardo Garcia not voting. Hernandez.
You said you're not. This is my bill.
Oh, he could
BIOS.
I think my questions were related to
Yes, I can show it to you right here. Why is my staff giving me those amendments in? I'm going to get right now.
who?
I haven't seen the language. I said that like 100 times.